One of those stories where I'd put all my eggs in one basket. If anyone asked what I wanted to be, I wanted to be a cricketer. So I've got two mates in that and my little brother. So my little brother's the second from the left there with his thumb up, I believe. And then, yeah, my two good mates from school and from playing cricket growing up down in Kingston in Tassie. I'm not sure I don't think that's a Hurricanes game, but I believe it might have been an Australian one-day game at Blundstone. So whenever we got an international fixture, it was amazing, and yeah, I loved going to all of those. I think at the end of that game, I think I got a shirt off one of the players, and like I've spoken about before, that's all I can remember from watching cricket at Blundstone, annoying the players for signatures, shirts, whatever they want to give. So yeah, that's a great memory.
Do you remember whose shirt you got?
Might be a bit embarrassing because I think he's still playing. Moses Henriques, I think it was his. Maybe, it might have been his training shirt.
Wow. Do you have a collection? Like, can you give us names of other players whose shirts you've got?
Nah, I don't think so. I know that I'm wearing Ed Cowan's shirt in that. And I know Ricky Ponting gave me a pair of his gloves, but that's all I've got, I think. I can't remember too much else.
Obviously there was the cricket obsession. Was that all it was about for you as a kid? Were there other sports? Did you enjoy school? What was life like for you as a kid?
No, it's one of those stories where I'd put all my eggs in one basket. If anyone asked what I wanted to be, I wanted to be a cricketer. Had all the teachers saying, "Oh, you need your plan B," blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff, which I respect. But in my mind, it was my way or the highway. I wanted to be a cricketer. I dabbled in other sports, played a bit of Aussie rules, AFL, just did whatever my mates did. To be fair, I loved sort of that sport community, and whatever everyone did, we just all sort of tagged along and did the same thing, bit of basketball, futsal, all that sort of stuff. But for me, I knew I wanted to be a cricketer from an early age, and the other stuff was just a bit of fun, to be fair.
Tell me about this family, this picture and everyone who's in it.
Yeah, full extended family. I believe that's at my grandfather's 70th or 80th. I can't think off the top of my head, but I knew it was a big one. I know it was a big one. Yeah, most of that crew live in Melbourne, so they travelled down for the Big Bash final last week. The most supportive family I could have ever asked for. I mean, anything that I do, good or bad, they're there to support me. Not only my brother and my sister and my parents in my close family, but everyone in that picture, they're the greatest, and I couldn't wish for any more in a family. They're great. What
was happening this day?
So that's my Sheffield Shield debut at Karen Rolton Oval in Adelaide. I think I found out the morning of the game I was playing, and it was a bit of a dead giveaway because my parents had flown over from Tassie, so it wasn't the greatest kept secret. But yeah, so mum on the left, my sister Jess on the right, and then dad on the, Jess in the middle and dad on the right. Yeah, I think my brother was in Sydney because he's been with the Sydney Swans, the AFL team. So I think he was in Sydney, couldn't make it. But yeah, incredible experience. Like for me growing up, all I wanted to do was play for the Hurricanes and play for Tassie. So that day's super special, and I loved every minute of it. I think we won in 3 days too, which was quite enjoyable.
How do you feel about red ball cricket and T20 cricket, where they all sort of fit in? Because obviously now everybody knows you more for T20 cricket because of the final, but where does it all fit in for you?
Yeah, look, I'm probably trying to get my head around it right now, to be honest. It's happened so fast. I mean, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was just happy to be getting a game for the Hurricanes, and now, yeah, fast forward, I've got 2 medallions in a final. It's quite special. But I think what I love about red ball cricket is it's playing for Tasmania, which is my home state, which I'm very proud of. So to go back and play that is special. And yeah, I mean, for me as a kid, all I want to do is win games and titles for the Hurricanes and Tassie. So yeah, in terms of the red ball, white ball stuff, I'm not sure where my career will sort of follow. I'm sort of trying to work that out at the moment, but yeah, I love playing for Tassie as well as the Hurricanes.
Were your favourite players Tasmanians when you were young, and if so, who were they?
Yeah, I mean, James Faulkner was massive. I looked up to him a lot, and then to share the rooms with him in my first season at the Hurricanes was special. And for him to give me my cap for my one-day debut for Tassie, that was great. And then, I mean, we've had so many great players. More recently, I think I look up to sort of Mitch Marsh, and then we've got Bo Webster in the squad as well. That since I've started playing, he's been a massive help to me. So yeah, it's cool because I feel like everyone from Tassie kind of sort of just you got that bond there.
So when was this stage in your career?
I think that would have been after so I played for Kingborough until I was probably 18 or 17 or 18, and then moved to Newtown for just more opportunity. Newtown sort of hadn't won anything for a long time. Everyone spoke about how bad they were, and Peter Divenuto signed on as coach that year and gave me a call and asked if I'd come, and then in the first game I think I got 159, my first game for Newtown, and I think that photo was post that. There was a little article in the paper just explaining my move and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I feel like that innings is probably the most special. It sort of kick-started everything for me, and then not long after that I got a call from Adam Griffith saying that yeah, Tassie want to sign me as a rookie. So,
can you describe how you felt in those two different pictures?
Probably a similar feeling, to be honest. I think George Bailey there just hit a 6 to win the game for the Hurricanes in that top photo, and then for me to raise my bat in the final, yeah, super special. It still hasn't really sunk into me that's my story, and that's what's happened so far in my career. I had a little moment when I was batting and just heard the crowd, they were saying Mitch or Owen, something like that. And it was so loud that I don't usually hear the crowd. I'm usually sort of zoned in, but I just remember tapping my bat and hearing it and going, you've just got to keep trying to hit sixes here, because that's what they want to see. But yeah, it still hasn't quite sunk in. I've still got to go on Instagram and watch back some footage just to realise that it's actually happened. But yeah, it's just unbelievable. So
if you could go back to the little boy who was there watching George Bailey hit a 6 and talk to him, what bit of advice might you give him?
I mean, I'd probably just say be true to yourself. I find it hard to answer this question because I feel like I'm still so young, and I feel like hopefully I'll have another opportunity to go back to myself now and say this. But I mean, back then I'd probably say start running and get in the gym because I was a bit chubby. But no, I'd say just go about it the way that you want to go about it. Get a lot of advice on how to bat, how to train, and all that sort of stuff. But you filter the bad stuff out and focus on the good stuff in that, and just stick to enjoying the game, enjoying your teammates' success, and hopefully at the end of the day it will all lead you on the right path.
And where you are now, how does life feel? Yeah,
it feels like it's going so fast. I can't really keep up. Yeah, I mean, since the final it's been bang, 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 so I haven't really had a chance to just sit back and relax and just reflect on the last sort of 6 weeks. But yeah, it's going fast, and I'm loving every opportunity that's coming, and hopefully they can keep coming. I'm Mitch Owen, and now I'm a Paarl Royals player.